Hey everybody, Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing. This is for our SEO clients, and I want to show you the updates that have been made to the ranking reports that you get every month. So we use a company called Bright Local to generate these reports for you, and Bright Local has just come out with an improved version of your ranking reports. So if you're brand new here, then you're not going to see the exact same thing I'm showing here because there's not enough data. If you've been with us for 5 or 6 months or longer, then you will be seeing something similar to this. Either way, I'm going to give you everything you need to track and see your ranking improvements as you work with us as an SEO client. So in this little sample here, you can see that you first start out with a summary chart. So when you get your email at the beginning of the month, usually the first week of the month, you get an email from us with a little note talking about how you're doing, and there will be a link over to look at these reports. Okay, so we're looking at the search rankings right now, and we're looking at the summary chart. So in this case, we're looking at a 6-month history of the different keywords that have been ranking. So we got the number 1 here. The ones that are ranking in the 2 to 5 position are in this darker green color, 6 to 10, and so on. You can also change here if you click on this little down arrow on this menu. You can change it if you just want to look at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, all time. You can adjust it accordingly. So we got that, and then if you go down a little bit farther, you're going to see the summary table. And what this does is it kind of just says, with Google, we've had 10 keywords that have gone up. It doesn't tell you exactly how many spaces or anything, but they've gone up. We'd have 5 that are go down, which is expected because you're always bouncing around with Google a little bit. And so and then we're going to break it down even farther by looking at the specific keywords. But before I do that, I want to show you a cool little feature here that they allow you to do is if you can click on this little down arrow next to compare, and you can actually select different months to compare with other months. So if I wanted to see December 2016 compared to October 2016, I would select here and select here, and then it would change the numbers accordingly on the fly. So that's pretty cool if you want to really get in and do some deep analysis on this. But let's look at the basic stuff, the stuff that we look at, that we want you guys to look at each month. If you look at this big chart here, it's very similar, almost exact to the previous ranking reports if you're familiar with looking at those. But basically along the left-hand side, you're going to see the keywords that we have entered into the reporting system. Now, I want to make sure we understand that just because these keywords are here doesn't mean that you're going to be ranking for all of them. They're just keywords that we want to track for you. If there are specific search terms or keywords that you want information on and would like to see ranking reports for, then just let us know. Otherwise, we're going to do the ones that we think are the most appropriate. But like I said, you have the opportunity to choose them as well. We can do up to 50 per client. So let us know on that. But as far as the rankings go, so you see the keyword over here, and then you're going to see the ranking position across the board on different search engines. So obviously Google is going to get 95% or more of all the searches out there. So that's really the one we want to work on, the ones we want to pay attention to. The first one is the Google Organic, so not the map section, just the Organic. So for this keyword here, we get this client ranking number 1. If we go to the Google Mobile, then we are also ranking number 1. He's not in this city, so he's not ranking in the map section there. Yahoo and Bing have their own ranking listings. Now, I do want to stress that Yahoo and Bing are almost worthless when it comes to rankings because hardly anybody will use them. But once in a while, you get somebody to do a search and you'll get some rankings in those search engines. We don't target those search engines, but if you want that information, it's here for you. We just leave it in there for you. But that's about it. There's all kinds of complicated reports, like you can go up here to tracker chart, aggregate ranking chart, all of these along the left-hand side you can play with if you'd like. I don't want to get into all the details of that. That would make this video last a couple hours, and I'm sure your time is valuable just like ours is valuable. But I wanted to give you guys a basic rundown of what to look at each month. Just spend a few minutes to make sure that you understand what you're paying for when it comes to SEO. That's why we even provide these ranking reports for you, and so that you know where you stand, you know what you're paying for when it comes to SEO services, search engine optimization services. Once again, I'm Joe Burnich with Big West Marketing. If you have any questions, give us a call. Otherwise, I will talk to you soon.